West.
Rocket number 9, take off to the planet Venus. Aphrodite, lady, seashell bikini,
Garden panty.
goddess of love. I wonder if this could be love.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. It's Lavender here, and today I'm back with the Defiant Styles series. Today I'm doing Planet Venus, facts and information about the planet Venus. So let's get started into this science video, space science video. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty, Venus, the god of Venus. Several landers from the former Soviet Union have landed on Venus. They were only able to send us information for a short time because the extremely high temperature and pressure on the surface of Venus and how horrible the environment really was. It melted and crushed the landers. The spacecrafts managed to capture incredible images on the surface of Venus shortly before the lander later succumbed to the intense heat of the planet Venus. In 1974, Mariner 10 swung by Venus on its way to Mercury and took ultraviolet photographs of clouds, revealing the extraordinary high wind speeds in the Venusian atmosphere. As the brightest natural object in Earth's night sky after the moon, Venus can cast shadows and can be, on rare occasions, visible to the naked eye in broad daylight. Venus lies within Earth's orbit and so never does appear to venture far from the Sun, either setting in the west just after dusk or rising in the east a little while before dawn. Venus orbits the Sun every 224.7 Earth days. With a rotation period of 243 Earth days, Venus does not have any moons, a distinction it only shares with Mercury among the planets in the solar system. Venus is a terrestrial planet and sometimes called Earth's sister planet because of their similar sizes, masses, proximity to the Sun, etc., and its bulk composition. It is radically different from Earth in other respects. It has the densest atmosphere of the four terrestrial planets, rocky planets, consisting of more than 96% carbon dioxide. The atmospheric pressure at the planet's surface is about 92 times the sea level pressure on Earth, or roughly the pressure at 900 meters, 3,000 feet underwater on Earth. Even though Mercury is closer to the Sun, Venus has by far, due to its atmosphere, the hottest surface on any planet in the solar system, with an average temperature of 867 degrees Fahrenheit. Venus is shrouded by an opaque layer of highly reflective clouds of sulfuric acid, preventing its surface from being seen from space and visible light. It may have had water oceans in the past, but these would have had dried up and vaporized as the temperature rose to an extraordinary level, runaway greenhouse effect. Due to its proximity to Earth, Venus has been a prime target for early exploration. It was the first planet beyond Earth visited by a spacecraft in 1962, and the first to be successfully landed on by the Venus 7 in 1970. Venus's thick clouds render observation of its surface impossible in visible light, and the first detailed maps did not emerge until the arrival of the Magellan orbiter in 1991. Plans have been proposed for more rovers or more complex missions, but they are hindered by Venus's hostile planet conditions and environment. Venus is one of the four terrestrial planets in the solar system, meaning that they, again, are a rockily built body like Earth or Mars. They're a rocky planet. They're not a gas giant like Saturn or Jupiter or Uranus or Neptune. They're not gas planets. They're rocky planets. The ground of Venus shows evidence of extensive volcanism, and the sulfur in the atmosphere may indicate there have been recent eruptions lately. About 80% of the planet Venus surface is covered by smooth volcanic plains, consisting of 70% plains with wrinkled ridges on 10% smooth or lobal plains. Two highland continents make up the rest of its surface area, lying in the planet's northern hemisphere, and others just south of the equator. The northern continent is called Ishtar Terra, after Ishtar, the Babylonian goddess of love, and it's about the size of Australia. Maxwell Montes, the highest mountain on Venus, lies on Ishtar Terra. Its peak is about 11 kilometers, 7 miles above the Venus average surface elevation. The absence of any evidence of lava flow accompanying any of the visible cauldrons remains an enigma. The planet has few impact craters, demonstrating that at the surface it's relatively young, at 300 through 600 million years old. Venus has some unique surface features, in addition to the impact craters, mountains, and valleys commonly found on rocky planets. These are flat-topped volcanic features called phaera. Surface appears to have been shaped by volcanic activity, like I just said. Venus has several times as many volcanoes as Earth, and it has 167 large volcanoes and are over 60 miles across. The only volcanic complex of its size on Earth is the Big Island of Hawaii on Earth. The Venus core is most likely and at least partially liquid, because the two planets have been cooling at the same rate, although a completely solid core cannot be ruled out as well. Venus has an extremely dense atmosphere composed of 96.5% carbon dioxide, 3.5% nitrogen. Both exist as supercritical fluids at the planet's surface, and trace of other gases including sulfuric dioxide. Its mass of its atmosphere is 93 times that of Earth's, where the pressure at its surface is about 92 times that at Earth's. The CO2-rich atmosphere generates the strongest greenhouse effect in the solar system. This makes the surface of Venus way hotter than Mercury's because of that reason. Studies have suggested that billions of years ago, Venus's atmosphere could have been much more like one surrounding of the early Earth, and that there may have been substantial quantities of liquid water on the surface. After a period of 600 million years to several billion years ago, a solar forcing the rising luminosity of the sun caused the evaporation of the original water that ever existed there, and the runaway greenhouse effect happened. Winds at the surface are slow, moving at a few kilometers per hour, but because of high density, the atmosphere at the surface, they exert a significant amount of force against obstructions and transport dust and small stones across the surface. This will make it difficult for a human to walk through, even without heat, pressure, and lack of oxygen. Above the dense CO2 layer are thick clouds consisting of mainly of sulfuric acid, which is formed by sulfur dioxide and water through a chemical reaction resulting in a sulfuric acid hydrate. Venus may have formed the solar nebula with a different rotation period, reaching its current state of chaotic spin changes caused by planetary perturbations and tidal effects on its dense atmosphere. Study of models in the early solar system at the California Institute of Technology shows that Venus likely had at least one moon created by a huge impact event billions of years ago. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye guys, next video.